a chair. And eventually when I found out they were offering it in high school, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it a shot. I was terrible at first. There were so many buttons on a camera, I genuinely didn't know how to use it. Until I got in the habit of using it and using it every day and started taking pictures of sunsets, but even more detailed, and then started looking up at the stars. And then I ended up here. So Miss Brand brought up what an SI is, and let's just say I have not been working mine for 2 years. Mine is about a month. I'm very indecisive. So my original SI was going to focus on like broad like thing about anxiety. That's not what you'll see here. I spent a lot of time thinking of what I really love, and I love people. So why not capture people? So my first image, they do not have names. This is an individual here at school who I was like, you know what? You have beautiful eyelashes. So what I wanted to do is I grabbed a hat from my like dress up bin back at home, and I put it over her head. And I wanted to cover one eye, so your focus goes straight up to one eye, and I think that's a great way to frame an image. And the reason why I chose black and white is to limit any distractions that there are. I just think it's a perfect frame. Yes, this is of me, and I despise this one because it's of me. But this picture was actually accidentally taken when I was like seeing if I had anything in here, and I was actually itching my head. But I love the way that you can see my pimples, my messy eyebrow, my chapped lips. And I also chose this in black and white because the original lighting was a warm tone, and I didn't like the warm tone. It made me look odd, so I switched it to black and white, and this is how I got this. For the next one, this is a girl that's a freshman here at Country Day, and I really love the sweater that she was wearing that day. It like stands out. It's really like contrastful with like the black background, which all my images are on a black background, or most of them. And I don't know, I really like her skin and like the way like her hands were just like resting there, and I let the subject, the model, like do anything with their hands and like make their facial features. So I made them like be comfortable. I didn't say do this, do that. I just wanted to be like, be yourself, right? For the next one, this is my personal favorite. This is a senior here at Country Day, and I really love the way I lighted this person. I love how I have the cool lighting on the left side and the warm lighting on the right side. I really love, it's kind of hard to tell, but I really like her eyebrow piercing. I don't know, I just thought it was really cool. I loved seeing that, and I think the colors just add a lot of meaning to it, because most of my images, I have like this thing where I like to frame one side of the face with color. So I'm like, what happens if I like frame both sides like different colors? And then my last image I'm going to show you today is one of my experimental photos. It is, again, one of my favorite experimental photos. This, if you ask me how I created this, I genuinely have no idea how I did this. We were taking a light stick, and I was just like, mess around. And then she was like, okay, what did you say? Like, she moved while I was like talking, and like, why are you moving? And then I captured this. I included this in my thing because yes, you could still see your face outline, though it is not in complete details. That's why it's not part of my main 5. I really like the colors, and it just looks, I love it. That is all I have. Thank you.